We're sorry.
Welcome, everybody. I am so thrown off.
Episode number
I'm so
19.
thrown off by this. I'm just going to say.
Don't show it right off the bat.
I know, but I'm thrown off. It's covering my entire computer. Welcome to episode 16 of Soccer is Fútbol.
There you go.
We're
Yes, he says. There you go.
We're still doing this.
We're still doing this.
We haven't given up.
No.
A lot has been happening, and we have been struggling to get this episode to start because a certain producer has been
We're gonna blame Danny.
missing in action.
By the way, our producer Danny,
MIA.
who's here today, he has taken the week off. It's been a week since he's been off, and because his wife just decided to have a kid. You know,
In the middle of
It's like,
of peak season of our
how
episodes.
dare you just make that decision?
Don't be selfish.
Just kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. I think it's very selfish.
So
she and on top of that, you asked Danny. You were like, so I'm gonna be you, and you're gonna be Danny. Okay.
okay.
Danny, would you like to come record episode 16?
Yes.
That's how Danny was. The man has been trapped inside a hospital room for days, and he came over and he's like, "Let's go record. Let's go record. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh, yes!
Thank you, Danny.
Danny, your wife is about to pop. We're happy for you.
And
He's gonna be a daddy.
he's not gonna sleep for the next
Danny's gonna be a daddy. 18 years.
18 years.
Wow.
But it's the most beautiful thing. I don't know why we do it, but it's the most beautiful thing.
Episode 16 is entitled "Nectar of the South American Gods."
Yes. Or nectar of the American gods from the South. This has been overdue, this episode.
it's been overdue.
I think we've referred to this episode. It's been 16 episodes, 15 times.
Yeah, we keep talking about it. We're like, yeah, we did the episode on Mate, whatever. In fact, day one, we had ideas about the episode, what it was going to be about, and we decided to, we wrote it down, whatever, and then we just never got around to it. Last week, we tried an episode with one of our guests,
Devin.
with Devin,
With Yerba Mate Power.
and we had some technical difficulties.
We recorded a full episode.
It was incredible.
and it was great. And then after we were done with the episode, there was an echo, so we couldn't use it.
We couldn't use it.
So today we
may or may not have the guru of mates
we might redeem ourselves from that
with
episode.
poor Devin.
But should we?
Do you notice the collection of mates that we have, everybody?
I think it's impossible to not notice.
It's our mate collection. This is an amalgamation of Eric's mates, my mates, as well as
The shops.
the shop mates.
Yeah.
Which, as you can tell, let me see. Can you grab? Can we zoom in real quick?
You want to do the pink one?
If you're an Inter Miami fan and you want to have a personalized Inter Miami situation,
Yeah. Or you can have.
it like this one, escudito with a little escudo.
There you go.
right? That's pretty tight, right?
That is pretty cool.
Sagarihi.
That's pretty cool.
Sagarihi. So,
But by the way, our website is sort of up. So if you type in "soccer is Fútbol" with the U, just like our name,
you're gonna see a really weird situation.
soccerisfutbol.com. If you do that, you'll see our site as it's being built, because we're not.
But it looks so random.
We're
dude.
not worried about having a template up with some random pictures. But the first two images, can we show it? Are we ready?
Can we
to
put
show
the
that?
the website?
If
for
you
a
go,
second?
if you go into our, there you go. You see, that's me. That's me. That comes
so
out.
random. Why? Before you put on the next one.
No, it goes
Why is that
automatic.
man's kneecaps
And then look.
so skinny?
There's
There
you.
I am.
There's you. There
Apparently,
you go.
I'm a 1980s goalkeeper wearing sweatpants.
Yeah. So I mean, we're working.
That looks so random.
We're working on it, so you can take it off, Danny. Thank you.
Please take it off. Please
so
remove that website.
if you go to the website very soon, and when I say very soon this time, I mean it, or we mean it, is that we'll have a lot of items there in our shop, because we really need you to buy some stuff from us. That way
otherwise
we can keep doing this.
We need to be able to prove to our wives that we're doing something worthwhile.
Also, it's a great gift for this holiday season.
Yeah.
You can do mate, as we're going to talk today. It could be a great thing to do, but also can be a great gift.
A great stocking stuffer.
Yeah. So all shirts and all that stuff on our website.
And we're going to have these stickers up too, the stickers and everything. And,
yeah.
you know, we never know if we have thermoses or whatever. So, like I said, this episode 16 is called Nectar of the South American Gods. And we're talking about mate, what the importance of mate is in our life. But before we do that, last episode, Eric made fun of me for 53 seconds.
Wow,
And
you
those
counted?
I did.
Wow, okay.
I did. For those 53 seconds, the man danced like never before.
That's right.
And I want Danny to show, if you don't mind, show Eric dancing the samba, like with the music and everything, because this is, like, I felt like I was being mocked,
No, I think.
but at the same time, it's like, if I'm gonna get made fun of by anybody, it may as well be by one of my best friends.
it was a loving
Alright,
fun,
clearly.
and
But
I also
look at
gave-
it. Look
How are
at
you
it.
feeling today?
I gave you a few
Seba?
days.
I feel great.
I feel great. Yeah, it was good.
¿Y la séptima
I want to see
dónde
the
está?
samba
I feel
part.
great.
No importa.
Alright, let me
I feel
see.
great. Hey, Magdalena.
Boca
vamos.
perdió como pierde
Yeah.
todo
You
el
were,
tiempo. It's okay.
dude.
I'm
Wait,
okay with it.
wait for it. Wait for it.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Don't stop watching this. If you're watching on YouTube,
I
don't
got
stop
2 more
watching
minutes
this.
in the song. It gets better.
It gets better.
Watch.
Look at it.
Watch my Seba.
You can't see my feet. The real
I don't think
magic
it'll
gets in
let
my
crap.
feet.
You had the magic feet going
Yeah,
on.
look at the shoulders. I
Dude,
went all
you
out
were
there.
in. And then you used the microphone to amplify the sound, which was phenomenal.
here.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. To this day, that's my favorite part of the entire episodes that we've ever done, that little section.
Aw.
I just think it's funny.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to
Yeah, you made me laugh, bro.
bring joy to your life.
Made me laugh. So, website is up. Eric dances samba, and we are official eFootball players.
That's right. That's right.
Is somebody's email notification
Sorry,
turned on?
that was me.
Can you turn that off,
Sorry.
for goodness sake? We are official eFootball players. We have
Yeah.
official jerseys that were given to us by Robbie Road. Esa. Look at this.
How cool is it? When I got the
This is
shirt.
beautiful.
Yeah, we downloaded the game, and how cool was it to see this shirt in the game?
I know. That
I
blew
was
my
like,
mind.
What, Robbie? Thank you so much, and thank
Robbie
you,
Ron, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
eFootball.
and Konami.
Thank you, Konami. Konami Sports. They're following us, and they actually shared one of our statuses, a little reveal that we did.
I know, I loved it.
I love that Konami box too.
So-
It's
so-
super cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use it for other things like letters and
Did
stuff.
you? Are we talking about our games?
Let's talk about our
So
teams.
this game is free to download, which
Yes.
is incredible. But I've already spent more money than I've already spent more money. I see what you're doing there.
They're pretty
eFootball.
smart. They're
Yeah.
pretty smart because
I mean,
so if you
it
haven't
was so
played,
fun.
if you have a PS, if you have it's an Xbox too, right? I think it's the
yeah,
Xbox. it's not a-
PS5, Xbox.
if you
everything.
have a PlayStation, whether it's that or Xbox,
you
whatever,
can play it on your phone, iOS.
you can do that. You can also do that on Steam. Sorry. If you are apprehensive, just try it out. It's a free game, and
if you're desperate like me, that don't want to
buy all the players.
Yeah, I can want to
Tell me how many players you have on reserve right now.
like 280. Well, the
I have
thing-
23 players, dude.
well,
barely.
But the thing is, like, it's so cool. It's like opening a pack of cards.
Is that your list of players?
And
Is
then-
that live?
That's
That's
okay,
your
there
list
you
of
go.
players.
That's me. Yeah.
Tell me about some of these players you
So
got.
I got all 3 Messis already that you could take. You could
Yes.
take Messi from 09,
Which is
Messi
pretty
from
cool.
17, and current Messi.
Have you tried different ones in different games?
No,
Okay.
I've
Okay.
only played once.
What was the score?
Some kid beat me like 6-0. Well, it was a Barcelona with Ronaldo and Messi.
Oh my gosh, that's impossible.
What?
That's like the heyday of Barcelona.
But anyways,
you got so you have Di
got
Maria,
Di Maria, Messi,
Fideo,
and Alvarez, and
Julian Alvarez.
in the top. Leandro
Leandro
Paredes,
Paredes.
Busquets, and De Jong and the
Yes.
in the center.
Sergio Busquets.
Jordi Alba, Pavard, and Perez, and Sergio Roberto in the back with El Dibu Martinez.
I thought you had Busquets. You don't have Busquets.
I do have Busquets.
You have him in reserve.
In the center, right there, center.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, got it.
Center
Got
midfielder. And
it.
then Scaloni is River.
El
plays
técnico.
the-
Claro.
yeah. So,
So-
it's a pretty amazing team.
Let me tell you right now that I sent him my team first. I sent Eric my team first.
Yeah.
And then he went in, he went all out. Because the thing is, eFootball, they give you these like cheapy players, like Roberto La Serna. And no offense if you are a family member of La Serna, I apologize. But they're pretty, a little more subpar, like Thomas Parry, I don't know, some of these players, whatever. but you can either buy players or you can use
Points.
goal points
You can, yeah.
once you play games against AI or on whatever. And I've been doing that the other method to see how it works. But I can see the allure of spending a little bit of money.
Yeah, I
What do you
mean-
mean? It's like $20 for like a bunch of gold coins.
But did you ever bought a pack? When you buy a pack, there's a whole party that happens.
Yeah, with the stadium and everything. Right.
And then there's the reveal.
But it's a random player. You can't
when
pick
I
it.
got Messi those 3 times, I was looking around in my house and
That's fire. Nobody
Yeah.
celebrated, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You should have called me.
But it was awesome.
That's
So,
cool.
Good job there.
So that was my team, and that was Eric's team. Obviously, Eric's team is better.
We're gonna be playing with Robbie and whoever else,
And with Messi, with Jose Messi,
with Messi, yeah,
and with the other guy, el tipo del vino.
Vino guy,
Vino guy, what's his name? El ecuatoriano.
Eduardo.
Yes.
Wines and
Wine something or other.
yes,
Sorry about that. We should know that.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so before we get to our main topic, let's talk a little bit about MLS playoffs. I'm just going to tell you right now that we're really excited. I'm excited about the fact that in the Eastern Conference semifinal, we got Orlando against Columbus, and it's going to be here November 25th. Saturday, November 25th. We're going to go. We're going, right?
Yeah.
Are we
Absolutely.
doing a pickup truck?
By the way, we
Danny, is your wife going to have a kid by then? She probably is, right? November 25th? I would think so. If she doesn't, can we do the pickup truck thing again?
I missed my prediction. I thought I was sure that Atlanta was gonna win.
Oh, that's right. No, they didn't.
I know they didn't.
Cincinnati, Philadelphia. That's the other semifinal. Houston, Kansas City. Kevincho.
I know.
Kevincho. Houston's tough.
Yeah, and Salt Lake.
Houston
you know
is
what?
tough.
Yeah, but Salt Lake had him, man. The penalties. I saw those.
Oh, that's right. Real Salt Lake lost.
Ah.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
And we were down 1 penalty. We were like, it was like 3-2. It was our turn to be down.
I'm so sorry.
And our goalie blocked it. So it was our chance to tie.
Yeah.
And he missed. The ball hit the post, and went to the side, and it hit the goalie. And
Oh, I saw that. That's bad.
Anyways.
It happens, bro.
But anyways, Real, next time.
Houston, Kansas City, and then my beloved Seattle.
Sound.
Finish the phrase.
It's not my beloved. It's
Okay, Seattle Sounders. So Seattle Sounders. They made it. They're playing
played
against. They beat Dallas, and they're playing against
They did really good.
LAFC. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
Someone's getting a phone call. Is Danny getting a phone call?
Wait. Is your wife all right?
Is it your wife? We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for it. Okay, answer the phone call. Give me a second. Are you doing good? I'm recording. Okay, I got it.
Everything okay?
Is she? Nothing
Okay.
happened. She didn't have a baby yet. Okay, so Danny is in the process of.
He's on call.
He's on call, like a little nurse. I love it. I love it, dude.
Call.
Dr. Danny Vache on call. All right, so Eastern Conference semifinals gonna be November 25th, Saturday, and then Sunday's gonna be we should watch that game too.
What game?
The November
the
26th, the Western Conference.
Yeah, sure.
That's November
We should
26th.
definitely watch it.
We have to watch it. It's gonna be Houston, Kansas City, and Cincinnati, Philadelphia. No, Houston, Kansas City, and Seattle, LAFC. So, other games that happened this week is I gotta laugh, dude. I'm sorry.
What happened?
La Noche de Oro, the Noche de Oro.
It was a good game.
Yeah, but it kind of backfired a little bit.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks that you don't win your own commemoration game.
It was good for New York. They came out playing.
They killed it.
They were like
They killed it.
not in my house, not in your house. I mean,
Yeah, not in there. Yeah.
not in your house.
Not in your house or my house either. No?
No, I don't. Yeah.
No. Anyway, Miami lost, which is not
Now,
shocking.
Messi was close to scoring a few times.
He was close to scoring.
It was great. It was a great.
It was a good game. It was a good game, but I gotta say, I'm looking forward to the maybe restructuring or what's Miami gonna look like next year.
Yeah. By the way,
February.
as I'm looking at how our string looks right now,
Yes,
as I'm looking at that, it looks like some sort of I don't know. I'm
Like what?
confused.
Like a cemetery?
Yeah, it looks weird.
Like
for
a
second.
commemoration?
Yeah. Anyways.
A lot of these mates have a lot of stories, and we'll talk about that in a second. But should we start talking about mate?
I don't know. Should we? Should we give him?
I'm choking.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be here all week.
Yeah.
Unlike Danny.
So.
I'll be. Thank you very much.
All right, so let's go. Main topic.
Main topic.
Yerba Mate.
South American Nectar of the Gods. I think it's safe to say that we are obsessed with Yerba Mate.
Yeah.
It is an integral part of our existence,
Yeah.
and it has been for decades. Would you dare to say your entire life, or
No.
mine hasn't been either?
Yeah, no, not my entire life.
I would say
I'll tell you why. But yes, but there's a no.
But
and
in
yes.
different degrees. In other words, you would drink it when your family would drink it.
I knew mate existed since I have memory.
Right.
I know
Me too.
what it was, and I know.
So you
people
were
drank
kind of like a
around it.
passive kind of situation, right?
Yeah. So, but
At what age did you become a serious mate drinker?
well,
Would you say?
I was probably a teenager,
Okay.
maybe 12, 13 years old. I drank my first mate.
I need you to
wasn't
tell me the story of
I wasn't a mate drinker at that time, but it was when I drank my first mate.
where were you?
Hold on, before I tell you that story,
I'm listening. Go ahead.
we need to make a break.
Take a break.
This is minute 17. And in minute 17, we take a break real quick just to wish you a happy 17th birthday. Because Boca Juniors hasn't won a Copa Libertadores in 17 years. So, ¡feliz cumpleaños! Happy birthday to you.
Esto es increíble.
Happy birthday. 17 años, 17 years.
You interrupted the episode for this.
That was before we went to La B.
I can't believe it.
17 años, 17
You've been
years.
preparing this. You've been waiting for this.
Thank
haven't
you. That is all. So the reason I was drinking, the first time I drank mate.
Okay, we're good. I'm so sorry. I just woke up.
That's fine.
You were
From a
saying-
17-year-old nap. Wake up, Boca. Bueno.
All my Boca Juniors fans online, please stand up and defend your brother. Por favor.
Nothing to defend. It's
Go.
true.
Dale,
Listen.
dale.
Pongan huevo.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Focus.
So listen, when I
That was actually pretty good.
this is for those of you that are still with us.
Yes.
Let's just define what this is. You see us pouring. This is tea.
Yes.
There's nothing different than just good old regular, unsweet tea. That's what we're drinking.
It's loose leaf tea.
Tea. And you might think this is not that big of a deal, but when you are, I don't know if you guys knew this, but in my house, I grew up in a very conservative Christian family household.
Uh-huh.
And my grandma,
Oma.
mi oma, she would tell me to not ever drink mate because this was the devil's tail. This was la cola del diablo.
La cola del diablos.
And I was like, OMG, the devil is made out of metal.
You were like, I really want to try it.
I was like, that is
I
so
wanna
good.
try
But
it.
yeah, but since I was very little, that's how I grew
How
up.
did you feel when your friends drank it and you were like,
No, I was like, these people are,
they're going to burn in hell?
yeah, they are, pagans.
Why did she say la cola del diablo? What is,
Because
did you ever
in-
understand what the origin of that was?
I don't know. I don't. Just because it was something really
Did
bad.
you ever ask her later on
No, I moved to the U.S. She passed
Okay.
away, but I'll ask her one day. But yeah, the I guess because the whole caffeine content and people get obsessed about it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, who can be obsessed about something?
Nobody's obsessed.
nobody's
Who's
obsessed
obsessed?
about-
Nobody. We're normal people.
Yeah.
We have dozens and dozens of mates
So
for
maybe-
one person.
Maybe she was onto something.
I think she might have been. A Cola del Diablo is not too far off.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, I grew up with that sentiment of maybe I shouldn't do it, maybe I should do. But then you realize it is just tea.
Yeah. It's just loose leaf tea. And I remember growing up in Seattle that I would drink it with my friends and I would get caught. The police, somebody reported us to the police because they thought it was drugs. People look at it weird, but it's basically, like you said, it's a loose leaf tea. And this thing is called the bombilla, and there's little holes in it in the bottom. And it basically, it filters the tea. So you put water inside of it and it just filters tea. That's all it is. It's basically an infusion.
That is exactly what it is. No, there's one I have somewhere. Yeah, this one's a different one.
Yeah, that one's kind of like settles better in the bottom.
Yeah, and then when you pull it up, you pull all the herbs up so you don't have to clean.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
And then there's other ones.
So before we we're gonna bring our special guest.
We're gonna try to call.
Guru, but before we do that, grab one of the mates and tell me a story about it. Tell me a story about one of those mates.
Okay. Anyone?
Or just let's do two since we have time.
Okay.
So
So
we'll do one each, and then we'll do 2 stories each. We'll go back and forth. Cool.
okay. So this right here, it says Entre Rios.
Entre Rios, okay,
This is where my grandparents are from, and this was my first mate that I bought myself.
Oh, okay.
This one I bought it with my own money. And
great.
The rest have been either gifts or whatever, but this was the one that I actually bought.
¿Puedo verlo?
See? And was curious about it. Is that
Ceramic.
It's glass.
It's glass. Interesting.
Inside.
Glass. Okay.
So it's kind of like special because it's for my family's from and whatnot. But this is the first one I ever spent money on.
Gift shop or what?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
That's
to
awesome.
be honest with you. But that's the story with this one. The first time I actually bought one.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. My very, 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 very first mate that I ever bought. I bought this mate in Ezeiza Airport
Okay.
in Argentina. Ezeiza International Airport. I went to a gift shop. It was the year 2000. I had already kind of been fooling around with mate a little bit with the family, but I wanted my own vibe. So I went to the airport and before flying home with my own money, I went to just a regular Argentinian gift shop. You know the ones that in Ezeiza?
Mm-hmm.
And I bought this one. And it's the silver with wood inside.
Okay, cool.
Tastes really good. And I've had it for 23 years.
You still use it?
I still use it all the time. Tastes delicious.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that's one. Another story, please.
Well, do we call? Because then
You don't want to do one more story?
I can do one more story.
If you don't want to do a story, I'm going to do one story right here.
Go.
This mate right here, Eric makes fun of me for using this mate. It's tiny. And the reason why I like it is because you can't always drink this gigantic ass thing right here in the morning or this like friggin' Chronicles of Narnia animal.
That's a story with that one.
There's a story on that one?
Yeah, I just can't tell.
You can't tell the story. It's a secret. So I bought this one from a company called Soul Mate Tea, which is an Instagram. They have a gift shop. They have an Etsy store. Okay. And Devin interviewed the lady.
Really?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. And I bought this little one right here, and it's an individual mate. Sometimes my wife drinks coffee in the morning. I drink this for like así nomás, and that's it. I don't have to have a big fat. Sometimes I just want a little tiny one. And I love this one. I use this one probably.
And how do you hold it? Let me see.
No, rate it. You can laugh all you want, but you're chilling, bro. You don't have to. Do whatever you want. It's pretty. I dropped it a few times though, but it's pretty. It's cute. And we're in a recession, so sometimes you can't put half a pound of mate in a thing. You might as well just go a little bit less. ¿Tú me entiendes? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But health benefits in my case. The reason why I drink mate is because I need energy, but the caffeine in coffee is always giving me a jolt. Like I'm always like, it's a different kind of stimulation versus mate. I think mate is a little more natural energy. The caffeine content of mate is not as severe maybe as coffee. Have you experienced something similar?
I had to stop drinking coffee. I loved coffee for years, and I had to stop drinking it because of it just destroys my stomach. I don't know why.
Oh, the acidity?
Yeah, I don't know, something.
I can believe
But
that.
also it gave me anxiety. I had to stop drinking coffee because of that.
That's what I was gonna say. The way that mate stimulates you is not the same way that coffee stimulates you.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been jittery. Oh, that's my wife calling. I've never been able to get into sweet coffee, and I've never been able to get into sweet mate either. I drink it bitter. How about you?
So what you're saying is that different ways to drink it?
There's different ways to drink it.
Please enlighten me.
And I think it has to do with, in Argentina at least, it has to do with where you're from, what part of the country you're from.
And if you're in a different country at all, is it different?
For example, if you're in Brazil, the mate in Brazil is it's almost like a fine dust.
So we're not the owners of Mate Argentina.
I don't think we're the owners. I think we share ownership with Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil, Chile.
Yeah,
as well.
They all drink, and they're all the herbs or the yerbas are a little bit different and everywhere we go.
That's cool.
Our yerba, it's made with the sticks.
Palos.
We don't just we don't how do you say
What?
when you do the dust, cuando lo moles?
I forgot the word. Shred? No.
Pulverize? No.
Pulverize? No. Moler. Hold on.
Well, we in Argentina,
I'm having an East moment.
when we don't just the leaves
grind.
When we grind it, we don't do fine grind. Because Brazil, what they do is they take the leaves and they only grind the leaves.
Yes.
We don't do that. We grind the whole plant. So there's sticks, there's plant, there's the whole thing is in there.
Exactly.
So our content is a little bit easier to digest. The other one, because it's so much dust, it is a little bit heavier on the stomach.
Yes.
Actually, there's a saying for, I think it's Uruguayans that they call them panza verde.
Panza verde.
Like green stomachs.
Green, yeah.
Because probably
green bellies.
Green bellies.
Yeah.
Because they're probably green inside for so much tea that they drink. Because mate is essentially green tea.
Yeah. And in Uruguay, I venture to say that they drink it more in Uruguay than Argentina.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Yeah. I mean,
because we drink coffee and stuff. So.
I'll drink mate in the morning, and sometimes if I need it, I'll drink some in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Uruguay people will drink mate literally the whole day from beginning to end.
All day. I don't know how they do it.
Before going to bed, they'll be drinking mate.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're immune.
I don't know how they do it. The effects of caffeine for them are non-existent. So we drink mate, but do you know who else drinks mate?
What? Who?
A lot of soccer players drink mate.
Yeah?
And I'm going to show you some of them.
Ah.
Cool?
Like if we were a podcast about soccer, but with
mate.
Or with drinking mate?
The first player I want to show you is Anton Griezmann.
Oh.
And I want you to focus on his jacket. The little rooster from the French Federation of Soccer, whatever, the Fútbol. Only 2 stars.
We know that he's drinking his.
Because we have 3 stars. He only has 2.
We know he's drinking only his second mate.
Esa segundo mate, Anton Griezmann, and he's probably. Let me tell you, he probably acquired it from playing in when he played for Madrid, Atletico Madrid. With other players, and for example, Cholo Simeone as well. So yeah. Is Devin responding?
No. I'm just telling him to call us back.
Okay. So that's one. Anton Griezmann, French, drinking his second mate. Segundo. Then Ronaldinho. Beast. He's drinking his Chimarrão. They call it Chimarrão in Brazil. And then this is Paul Pogba from Manchester United.
I wonder where he picked it up.
He picked it up. One of them it could have been El Fideo Di Maria. He used to play there. You never know. Next, Mo Salah, who plays in Liverpool now, but he used to play in Roma. He has that.
Now here you can see that's the Brazilian.
He's drinking the Brazilian Chimarrão.
That's the Brazilian.
Chimarrão. All right, keep going. And then we got these 2 guys. How do you say it in
Brazilian?
Chimarrão.
Okay, good.
And then you got these 2. Can you mute the thing, bro?
If he calls,
you're right. Okay, leave it on. These 2 beautiful men right here. Which, by the way, no. Can you calm down, Danny? Are you? Is your wife gonna have a baby now, or what's going on? Are you good? Ease up.
Who's the guy on the left?
That's what Maria was like. Who's the guy on the left? Who's the guy on the left? And then on the right is Messi's future teammate.
That's right.
¿Te das cuenta?
That's right.
And they're drinking. What kind of mate is that he's holding, Messi?
That is a torpedo.
Es torpedo, no?
That's torpedo. Oh, we can tell. We can actually show it. Danny, put the things. Look at this.
Can you? Yeah. Because we have different ones here.
Yeah. So
Imperial.
This
torpedo.
Torpedo. So
it looks like an atomic bomb.
Yeah, and this Imperial because it's majestic and it's whatever big and whatever. This is a torpedo because it literally looks like a torpedo, like a. And that.
How? Wait. How?
That's how a torpedo sounds.
Yes.
And that one is called a camionero, which is
Camionero.
a trucker. You know why?
Why?
Because the way to hold it is easier.
Yeah.
For when you're driving.
For cup holders, too.
It's narrow on the bottom.
Designed for cup holders.
It's wider on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when to pour, it's easier to pour into that than to this because it's smaller or whatever. It's made for driving. Look how
Absolutely fascinating. Compare. Hold on a second. That's cute. Very cute. So go back to the picture, please. You have my two boys.
Oh,
They're drinking their mate. Perfecto. What's the next one?
Who's the
El
next
10.
one? El Pelusa.
El 10, el Pelusa, el Capitán Pelusa drinking his mate. I wonder what that, before you change the picture, I wonder what that mate is at right now.
Ooh.
Who has that mate?
Do you know? I never.
That Bombesa has the DNA of the greatest player in the history of the world.
Yeah. I mean,
Think about it.
I don't know if I recall seeing a lot of pictures of him
Yo tampoco,
walking around with mate.
Es verdad. It's not
he'll
very
drink
common.
it, but I don't think he drank it like the other players.
It's not very common.
By the
you're
way,
right.
there is benefits. You cannot drink a cup of espresso before a soccer game.
You can't.
Like you would vomit. I don't know what would happen.
You would be dehydrated.
Something would happen.
Like mate dehydrates you, but not nearly as much.
Yeah. So these players drink it not because there's benefits to it. Like
And by the way, we are not. This is not an informative podcast. We're just sharing our vibe about mate. You can always Google the health benefits. You can Google anything. Chat GPT, whatever you want to do. You'll find plenty of information on mate. We're just talking about what mate means to us.
correct.
Right?
Correct.
All right. Did you know that actors also drink mate?
No way.
There's a bunch of them.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to show you one. You ready?
Okay.
Here we
let's
go. Chris Pratt.
Look at Chris.
Look at that guy drinking mate. And he also loves dulce de leche, by the way.
I know,
He's
I saw
obsessed
that
with it.
dulce de leche
Yeah,
thing.
he's
That was
obsessed
good.
with it. Avengers. There you go. Gael Garcia Bernal, one of my favorite Mexican actors. He was great in Motorcycle Diaries. Fantastic. You seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. Also, Mozart in the Jungle. In Mozart in the Jungle, if you have a chance, go to that show, Mozart in the Jungle. He explains to his assistant the art of drinking mate.
Really?
And it is beautiful. It is a beautiful scene. He explains about spitting the water out in the beginning and then putting a little bit of water and to start it off and don't boil the water. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. I love it. All right, so next.
Who's next?
Musicians, bro. From Metallica. Look at this guy, James Hetfield. Look at this. That's fire. Go to the next one. This is before playing, dude.
Oh, that's
he's
awesome.
backstage about to go up,
That's cool.
and he's getting ready, drinking mate. And he's got tiene un mate imperial.
That's one Imperial.
Increíble. I love it. Next,
That's the best. Imperial is like the top of the line.
top of the line.
Yeah. You're gonna spend over $100. If you go to Amazon, you're gonna spend over $100. But in our shop, you won't.
No.
in our shop.
Sir.
Brought straight from Argentina.
Which we're still working on. We'll get
Yeah.
it done. We promise. All right. So next, we got that one already. And then my boy, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Biacon, con. Look at this guy. Look at that mate. That is una calabaza.
That's straight up.
That's a straight up mate. That you have to cure that mate properly.
The OG. That's
the OG. That has to be cured in the sun and whatever. It's amazing. I would love to taste that mate to see what kind of concoction.
No, I'm sure
Because
he
some
didn't.
people put coffee in it.
I'm sure he didn't curate it right, and that mate is all moldy. I'm sure.
It could be moldy. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of mean, but okay.
I don't care.
All right. Good. Here we go. Next.
Food loose.
Norman Reedus, if you've ever seen The Walking Dead,
Is that the crossbow guy?
he's the crossbow guy in The Walking Dead.
Oh.
Yeah. He drinks mate, dude.
Look at him.
Like, I mean,
He's drinking mate with
I'm saying it very loosely.
Vax taco.
Some of these cats probably just took a
Right.
picture with
Yeah,
it, but whatever.
probably.
But I will say this. These people are great propaganda for our mate culture.
There you go.
Yeah. Cat, next. Look at this guy right here. You know
Wait,
who that is?
is that your red mate right there?
Oh my gosh, it's my red mate. No, it's not. Orlando Bloom on the
Orlando.
Bloom. He's drinking a mate. He's drinking a little bit. I don't know what movie that is.
Devin's calling me.
Is he calling?
But he's calling on my phone and not on
Oh,
my
tell him to do
computer.
FaceTime.
I got it.
You got it?
I'm gonna cancel.
Okay, we're gonna cancel. Devin's gonna call back, and then we're gonna interview him, and then we'll keep going on my list. Cool.
See,
All right. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
it's connecting.
Hello there.
Hey, wait a
Can you
second.
see me well?
Can you turn your phone over?
This way?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, you don't have the lock thing. Maybe it's me. Hold on. No, it's not me. It's you. You gotta when you turn it, you don't have the locking thing. So.
You don't have the lock thing. Do you have the lock thing on? The lock, the landscape lock thing, or no? When you turn the phone,
Let me see.
No, I don't.
doesn't matter. We can still see you.
We can see you. Great.
We'll make it work. How are you, dude?
Good. How are you
Is
guys?
it working
Sorry.
right now? It's okay. Don't worry about
No,
it.
it's on.
You can turn it.
Just
You
turn
can
this
turn.
way?
Yeah, just turn it like that. That's fine. No problem.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. We were talking about in the episode about how last time we tried to make this our episode with you. It was fantastic. You asked so many good questions. You had so many good things to talk about, Mate. And then something happened with our technological situation and something or other, and it just didn't work out. And we're so sorry because it was such a good episode, dude. We're going to record again.
This is nothing like your episode. Yours was informative.
Yours was
well-formed.
fire. Ours is a hot mess.
We are just babbling about just mate stories. And by the way,
We're like, I like this color. You like that color, dude. We're not being deep at all.
you haven't seen, so you're not seeing what we're seeing. But I'm gonna turn the computer here. So we have a table with a bunch of mates.
Wow.
Have you ever seen something like this, Devin, before?
Yeah, so I personally don't have one, but I've seen those. Good friend of ours that from Mendoza has some displayed and has one like that.
This one actually says, Eric, thank you for everything.
I need to know what that everything means.
Well, you can never know.
I want to know.
All I'll say is that
it was everything in the asado. That's what it was.
Esa. Exacto.
There was a time.
Hasta la pata.
There was a period in my life when I was called El Torito Tito.
Get that out. You're so dumb. You're going to sleep on the couch tonight, bro. You're going to sleep in the RV, bro.
Actually,
All right.
it has some it has some initials down here. We're not gonna tell it.
Nice. Okay, so Devin, we just wanted to pick your brain a little bit about what obviously you've done a lot of research on what mate, the health benefits and popular culture. We grew up with it, so it's kind of like ingrained. So for us to talk about it from an external point of view is a little difficult. What do you feel is the most significant part of mate culture and health benefits that makes you want to talk about, run a whole podcast about mate? Because this is something that you started recently.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, about July as far as the podcast.
July.
I think officially launched somewhere in July or end of July, I think. So it's interesting how you said it and the ways that you put it. It is true, even for me, to put it into words like the significance beyond of what I understand about it, but realizing that shared experience that I've had, that you've had, to be able to share that experience with other people to help them experience it, that connection, it's something deeper than the drink and the benefits itself. However, the health benefits are usually what I try to get at least Americans to get them to try it, right? Because I'll admit, and I'm sure you will too, anybody that tries it for the first time is not going to like it. And that's okay, because same with just about anything, you got to give it another try. And, I don't pretend to say it's going to be the most delicious thing you'll ever drink in your life. I will say that it will, help you in so many different ways in health benefits, not necessarily saying it's going to be, sugar-coated fun. So, and I think that's, one thing you have to just accept the reality there. But the benefits, I think the main thing that I try to tell people is that, if you're drinking especially carbonated beverages and sodas and things and even coffee, you still get the caffeine, but you get the antioxidants and you get the vitamins. So, I mean, that's the main thing as far as health benefit wise. It's like you get the best of both worlds. You still get to keep your caffeine. You don't miss anything there. You still get your energy, but then you got some extra health benefits. And, some people gut issues and stuff too as well that, it's hard to put those into specific words, but, it's a natural diuretic. So that helps with gut issues, so that's
Dude,
another reason sometimes.
you mentioned vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, B3, B5, vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Minerals has calcium, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, sodium, sulfur, and zinc. It's like, and then it has the polyphenols and saponins, which are those the antioxidants? I'm not sure. Are those the antioxidants? I'm confused. I don't know.
So, yeah, some of those things I'll admit, just it's obviously small quantities, but that's the benefit, I guess, drinking more of it.
Yeah.
And there's theophylline and theobromine are the other two ones I know of.
I think you mentioned that one in your podcast.
Yeah, that's the one I've only recently learned about by doing the podcast. People actually told me these kind of things. So
that's so cool.
To share those, the theobromine, it's in cacao or in chocolate, and that gives you kind of euphoric feeling. So that's another kind of thing that's hard to quantify as far as, but that's the way, to make you feel. And so that's another, I guess, benefit of the feeling of it. Also with like, I guess in your body and in your mind as well.
Right, 100%. So tell us about your podcast and tell us what plans you have with your podcast in the next couple of months. Like, are you doing anything? Because I know that you've been interviewing people that are in mate culture. I've seen a lot of your episodes, and you've interviewed actually one of the ladies that you interviewed was a Sol Mate tea lady from she has an Etsy store and an Instagram store, and I bought this little one from her. I don't know if you see it.
Oh, cool.
I bought the little one, individual.
Nice.
Eric makes fun of it, but I love it. And so what are the plans in the immediate future with your podcast? Because you got a lot of really good stuff happening. What's going on?
Well, thanks, guys. Well, the episode we did, we had that was supposed to come out right about now, but we'll do it. So that's going to come out.
Yes.
So a collaboration with us. Argentinos, which is a big influencer in Argentina, she was just on there. I got a guy that is from Paraguayan ancestry, but lives in Canada or lived in Canada, so grew up in Canada. So Paraguayan Yerba Mate in Canada. So I thought that was really interesting. That's coming
so
out
cool.
tomorrow. And then I found this really cool thing that you guys they should be a guest on your podcast as well. It's called the Brothers of the Gourd. It is a soccer team in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that they have a Yerba Mate soccer team.
What?
In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I'm going to get them on the podcast, and I'm going to refer them to you guys.
Please, so, we would love that.
That blew my mind that there was wow, they have a whole soccer team for Yerba Mate. So I was like, that's awesome. So those are just a few things.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was going to try to plan something big too with the 18 for 1 year, but I hadn't thought about that far down. But
well, you never know.
I think those are the bigger things coming out. So now,
we may have you as a guest on 18 for the 1 year anniversary because I think it'd be cool to have a bunch of people that we talked to already, just throwing them all in and stuff like that. I have a question about the kind of yerba that you use. Do you use the one that has sticks or no sticks?
Yeah, so I feel like that's the I don't know, in my experience, the Argentina versus Uruguay debate.
Right, exactly.
But yes, definitely with sticks.
Okay.
That's me.
Cool.
I've drank it without sticks, and there's some things that I do like about it, but I guess I'm traditional the way that with my wife, being from Argentina, that's the way I learned it, and that's also, there's I guess just for those that don't know, the sticks or the stems, you'll see it on the package. It literally sticks in it as con palo. Or sin palo.
Exacto.
Is the other one. And they make it in Argentina, so it's not like it's only Uruguay or Argentina.
Right.
That's just typically that's kind of the stereotype, right? So without palo, the one benefit is that you do get technically more yerba because it's not, as much filler. I don't know whether, to me, they say it's more bitter. I do say it has a distinct flavor.
Okay.
I don't know about that it having more caffeine or more bitter or more punch to it, but some of those typical ones, Canarias is one of the bigger ones, and which you guys know that the Canarias de Serena, which was the whole controversy for the selección.
Yes.
So that's one of those typical ones of sin palo, so without the sticks or stems. But I typically, only drink with.
If anybody wants to embark in this journey of mate, Devin, like a 101, what do you recommend they go? Like just Amazon and just Google Yerba Mate and just get the whole stuff there? Or do you recommend, like somebody wants to pick it up? Like say, okay, where do I start? Is there like a 101? Is there like a place because here I wouldn't know where to tell them.
So I've thought about this a lot, and I did create like my kind of beginners yerba recommendations on Instagram, and realizing that a lot of times trying to explain how to cebar, like how to actually prepare mate and the whole stuff, is a little too complicated sometimes. Realizing that probably the two easiest ways to start, besides drinking it out of a can, which if you want to get the full benefits, I would recommend you drink it more traditional way. So one would be mate cocido. I made a video on my Instagram. It's literally just putting yerba in your coffee maker in place of coffee and brewing it that way. Now I know traditionalists and stuff will get mad at me. I've already seen the hater comments on there, but as far as getting the benefits of the yerba mate and drinking it and making it easy, just literally put it in your coffee maker in place of coffie. Or those tea bags that they sell, the mate cocido tea bags.
Right.
But I bought, Devin, sorry, but I did mate cocido for a long time. I took a break from mate and I did for a couple of years. And they sell these glass containers with the
French press.
Not a French press.
Oh, like a filter?
You just the lid itself. It's an
infusioner.
So you can just dump everything in there. You throw water, and then the lid itself, it's a filter, and that's it.
Yep.
That's
That's a good recommendation too. Yeah.
Devin, we could pick
French press is another one too. Yep.
We could pick your brain for hours because you are our mate guru, and we just drink the stuff. You have studied deep into it. We're going to let you go for now, but we want to keep going. We're going to do an episode with Devin, hopefully sometime next week or whatever. Because
the in-depth,
like legit in-depth.
In-depth would be on his podcast.
On his podcast, because we probably disgraced the name of Mate in the last 45 minutes until you got online with us. Then it's fixed now a little bit. We're kind of rough.
I'll defend you guys and Yerba Mate at the same time by saying there is no wrong way to do it, no matter what anyone on the internet tells you. It's an experience to enjoy.
How beautiful!
Teach its own.
I love it.
So,
but I will say
there's a traditional way, but that doesn't mean that's the only way. So.
There is one thing that's wrong that you should never do, and this is something that Maria, point the camera at me for a second, and I'm gonna leave it with this. When you drink mate, when somebody gives you mate, never do this. Don't do this ever. Don't move the bombilla. No se toca la bombilla nunca. That's all I'm going to say about that.
For sure.
Other than
there we go. Yeah, as far as the wrong way, yes, that's the ultimate.
Don't ever touch the straw. The straw is settled in there. Don't move it. I'm just going to say it. That's it. PSA.
Thank you.
We'll be here all week. Devin, we got to let you go. We got to keep
Devin,
going, dude.
You, man.
We love
you guys.
you.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you. Thank you for being in this episode. Again, we're going to record for real with Devin next week or something.
I mean, it was for real. It was for real.
We're going to go record without any stupid difficulties and technical issues, okay?
Thank you for the playoff wishes, and have a good night, sir.
Who do you guys play now?
We play Columbus Crew.
Columbus. Okay. All right.
An OG.
Luck. Clown Bus.
Yeah, I'm sorry for them. Sorry for them.
Yeah. All right, dude, we're going to go.
Thank you.
We love you, dude. Did you just hang up on him?
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow, that was rough. Okay, so... All right, we are coming up on 50. We're coming up on almost an hour, so we have to wrap this up. But we thought we were only going to get 30 minutes out of this episode.
Yeah.
But we could talk for hours about mate.
Well, apparently. I want to end it up in the good note, like he said.
Yes.
And it's this. Mate for a lot of people might think it's a drink. Okay. And yes, it is a drink.
Yes.
But it's so much more than just a drink. It's a moment for you to stop. It's a moment for you to get together with your friends, to enjoy, to put the phone down.
Yes.
To just enjoy the moment. And there's no better way to enjoy a mate than outside.
Yeah.
In here it's fine and you do it and every day and whatnot, but under a tree in some shade with some wind hitting your face, sitting with a friend and just talking. It's super cheap because it's just water
and tea.
And
if you buy this one, you can actually use less yerba and save some money because of the recession.
There you go. So anyways,
before we go, I have just a few more pictures and we're done. I promise. Put the picture up because I took a long time to get these. And No, let's skip that one. Skip that one. That's Stephen King. We'll talk about that another time. Keep going. Keep going.
Scary.
Keep going. This guy, Lord of the Rings, Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, Aragon.
This guy right here, Lord of the Rings. He drinks mate. He's a San Lorenzo fan. He grew up in Argentina.
Okay.
And the final picture we have is the lovely Zoe Saldana. She drinks mate, and there's actually pictures of her drinking mate with her green makeup from.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Didn't Robert De Niro just do a commercial?
He did too.
Yeah,
Boludos and Pelotudos, whatever.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that's great. So anyway, that's our nearly hour-long episode about mate. I didn't know we'd be so obsessed with mate, bro.
Listen, and if
It's
you're
great.
interested in knowing more about mate, go follow our friend
Yerba
Devin.
Mate Power.
And if you're interested in buying your own set of Socrates Fútbol,
SocratesFutbol.com.
you can go to our site and buy it.
That's it.
that?
That's it. Thank you so much for joining us. See you soon. Woo!